Generally, what is mentioned about the physical features of Shri Krishna or the Pandavas? I know it's a surface level question,
Yeah.
but it is a curiosity that people have about this topic. Has anything about the physical appearance of these characters come up in your research?
Yes, and it is there in Mahabharata. For example, Bhima. Okay. So Bhima, let's take, I mean, this would be a subject by itself, but Bhima is very interesting. How is the Bhima that you know?
Really tall, really muscular.
Muscular. Something else. Okay. Generally, people think in a ordinary thinking, he is a Vakrodar, as like a big tummy. That is not true in Mahabharata. Do you know what he is? He is a Vrukodar. Vruka means fox or jackal. And the fox or jackal have their tummy gone inside. Like you do BeerBiceps, right? So six pack and something. Actually, he's like that. Vrukodar, in ordinary practice, it became a Vakrodar. So I'm saying sometimes the mistakes like that happen. Another thing, what about his intellect that you have read or you have heard from this?
Nothing to mention.
Not worth mentioning, right?
Yeah.
Not true if somebody reads Mahabharata. In fact, it's so beautiful. Again, we are talking about Bhagwan Krishna. Bhima anticipates Bhagwan Krishna's advice like 6 months in advance. How's that? And you see these instances entire Mahabharata. For example, I will take Draupadi Vastraran as example. Okay. Draupadi Vastraran, not the whole detailed story, but okay, when that is happening and Dushasana brings Draupadi to the Rajya Sabha, and Karna and Duryodhana are saying, okay, pull her sari and so on and so forth. When that thing is happening, why did Dushasan stopped? Now, our story tells us, and there are few interpolated verses in Mahabharata. You know that story? That basically is when starts pulling, she says, Krishna, Krishna, and what happened?
He allows the sari to be infinite.
Correct? Okay. There are two shlok of that intent, actually 2 lines, not even 2 shlok, given in Mahabharata. But I am saying in that sense, Draupadi Vasran did not happen. Now you would say, well, they are right because Krishna supplied the sari. I'm saying not because Krishna supplied the sari. But when Dushasan started doing it and Bhim just gets up and he says to Nakul or Sahadev, bring that fire and I want to burn the hands of Yudhishthir. And long story, Arjun says, no, what are you telling your elder brother and so on. And Bhima says, I'll bring it to Krishna and Bhima. Bhima says, I am going to kill these guys right here. And now other people say, and even our modern analyst says, Bhima didn't have a sense. How could he would have killed them? And does it make sense to kill them? Krishna says, if I was there, I would have killed them right there. Now, isn't that what Bhima was saying? And Bhima was very much capable. In fact, right in that sabha, you know what Bhishmacharya says? Bhishmacharya says, Bhima, calm down right now. Eventually, you are going to do it. Do you know what Madhvacharya says? So, Madhvacharya calls Krishna as a Bhagavate Vasudevaya Purushottamaya, but like that. And he calls Krishna Purushottam and he calls Bhima Narottam.
What is Narottam?
Greatest among the men. Right? And so Bhima is considered hero by Madhvacharya. Bhima is considered hero based on the Mahabharata evidence by one of my great influence, and I consider him like a guru, Dr. P.V. Vartak, Padmakar Vishnu Vartak. And my research shows very much that. So just that point, that Bhima, that typical thing that we think he doesn't use much of this part is not true at all. Actually, Bhima has anticipated this every time. Another one, I'll just give you example. Krishna says, I would have killed them right there, or we should go and right now kill. And Yudhishthir comes in and says, no. 12 years and 13 years, we have to wait. And Krishna says, all right. But do you know what Bhima does? After 1 year of this forest living goes away. Just like last time we talked about Ahoratra Samvatsara, sometime in a certain situation, a day can be considered like a year, or year can be considered like a day. Here, Bhima says, in certain situations, a month can be considered like a year. And he uses a beautiful linguistic thing. Do you know what it is? Masa is a month. Just do the ulta. Sama is a year in Sanskrit. Masa is a month. Ulta Sama is a year. He says, hey, this can be done like this. We have already spent 13 months. That is equivalent to 13 years. Let's go and kill them. Which Krishna is also agreeing. and you can have many instances like this. So they are literally, this Narottama and Purushottama are really in a sync throughout the Mahabharata.